Welcome back to the Dallas Meetup Dime, where we get straight to the value in 10 minutes or less. I'm your host, Carson Gibbons, and today I'm joined by the team behind CodeLaunch Accelerator, the free seed accelerator event that pairs tech startups with world-class dev teams to help them raise. Jason Taylor is the president and founder of CodeLaunch Accelerator and the president of Improving Enterprises. Raheel Malik is a day number one MC and booster of CodeLaunch and returns to this year's cohort as a judge and sponsor. CodeLaunch is taking place November 12th at Gillies, Dallas. Please help me welcome Jason Taylor and Raheel Malik.
Thank you, Carson.
Thank you guys for coming in. We're really excited about your timely upcoming event. We want to hear more about it.
Well, the CodeLaunch World Championship is November 12th at Gillies. It is a live venturetainment experience. Venturetainment. We tried to create a pitch event that everybody could come to, not just investors, founders, and people interested in early stage tech. We tried to create a live venturetainment experience. It's more like a live show that you're coming to that's being shot and you're the audience. The audience is engaged in voting on who wins. There's music. There is like a game show format, MMA style pitch delivered by our MC Raj Nation from Chicago. And it's a lot of fun and exciting for people in all sorts of spectrum of business and professional life.
Why does this exist? What was the impetus for creating this, Jason?
Early stage tech founders face a common problem, which is the technology part, the digital product upon which their venture is based is incredibly difficult to build. It's very difficult to build a world-class digital product that can actually launch and gain traction without a world-class software development budget. And this dooms many great startup founders, teams, and ventures because that part is so hard to attain. So CodeLaunch puts a lot of startup founders around the world through a competition that helps the cream rise to the top. We give the finalists free software development teams from Improving. So professional elite consultants that are working for very important clients around the world. They take time to compete against each other to see who can build the best product for a startup. That happens before the audience comes to the CodeLaunch show. So what you're going to see is 6 amazing teams that have a nice product already.
So they're all working fractionally with Improving to leverage all the resources at hand there to build out their product and then compete in a live format in front of an audience.
Yeah, and at the event, the World Championship, we're going to bring the best Canadian champion, the LATAM event champion, and 4 finalists from around the U.S. And we worked with something like 400 startups this year to find these 6. And they're going to compete for $50,000 that the audience and the judges will help us give away at CodeLaunch.
Raheel, judge of this year's cohort, why don't you share a little bit more about your experience with CodeLaunch?
Yeah, I mean, it's vast. After 15 shows, starting with, one a year in Frisco, big shout out to the city of Frisco for all their help and work early on. It's been a wild ride. One of the things I just wanted to touch on with Jason is the biggest thing about the show for me is it creates an environment where the barrier to entry is removed. Everybody thinks, I can't think of a technology app. I'm never going to be able to build an application or software. That's impossible. It's not my wheelhouse. CodeLaunch is the definition of you can, and there are resources available to you. And that's what excited me about it early on. After 15 shows, me and my wife had a baby, had to take a step back from the road, and business was thriving. My business as a product of CodeLaunch came out of seeing the gaps that these early founders don't even know what they don't know about branding, go-to-market, sales execution, sales strategy, sales tactics. And my background is 15 years of corporate enterprise-level sales and marketing. So I saw the gaps in when we were curating this stuff, and I was like, man, we can help these people. And now, we took it from a 1 show a year in Frisco and to now being worldwide.
Travel the globe.
Thanks to the family at Improving. It's just a phenomenon is the best way I can put it.
I want to go back to the start of this because you weren't affiliated with Improving when you actually saw the need for this. So I go back to the problem in your mind that you were looking to solve. You talk about the early stage teams with the resources, with the development. Was that truly the impetus, or what were you seeing as a market play? Because didn't this help you be acquired by Improving at a certain point in time?
Yes. And It's funny. I actually started it at the beginning to solve the problem that I just described. But I thought I was going to help tech founders raise money and they would spend it with my software development company, Code Authority. So I was trying to develop rapport, be a supportive force in the startup universe and ecosystem in Dallas, Texas, and elevate our brand at the same time. And what I discovered is that it was harder than it seemed at first to actually help them raise, but that came along later. They're raising an average of around $650K per finalist after our CodeLaunch events now.
Really?
But at the beginning, it was a hard-fought battle to find startup founders that were sophisticated enough to still attract a raise after we would do what we did. But what I did discover is it did elevate our brand and it really strengthened our culture. And so I had around 55 employees in Frisco, Texas at Code Authority, and we were selling software development services to some of the same clients as Improving. And it built a culture. It gave our employees a feeling of purpose and value in our room that may have not existed as strongly before that. So I noticed that the more we did CodeLaunch, all of our metrics went up: headcount, sales, visibility in media and like PR, relationships with the city, the EDC, the mayor. Everything went up as long as we kept doing CodeLaunch. Well, we got about 7 years in, and it became incredibly difficult and burdensome for us to keep producing this CodeLaunch and make it bigger and better every year.
Became its own thing, and not
it became its own thing.
Blur.
Yeah. So Improving was a company that it is a company that's really involved in community activity. And when they found out about it, they thought, this is right down our wheelhouse. They were sending groups of audience members, and then we would talk, and we developed a strong relationship. And I found out that they were looking for something just like this that was community impact, high visibility, technology, strengthening skills and sharpening skills of technology developers, helping startups, and practicing conscious capitalism. So that started the conversation that ended up with Code Authority and CodeLaunch being acquired by Improving in 2019.
Congratulations. That's awesome to see Improving put their money where their mouth is and actually support something that's really democratizing access. Like you talk about lowering the barrier to entry. There's kindred spirits here in our organizations because DallasMeetup wanted to lower the barrier to entry. We didn't want people to have to pay for non-member happy hours and whatnot. Just leave your email address, come one, come all, and kind of sink or swim based off merit. And that's exactly what you've created here.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and we're just really excited. What they've been able to do is to take us on a tour-based model. So instead of once a year, we travel to Canada. We have an event just for Canadian founders. And we do that in Toronto each year. And then we have one in the Latin American countries. And it's just for all of their founders. And we bring those champions in. And then we have our World Championship here in Dallas-Fort Worth, which is great. And to bring that home. And I hope that we see a lot of people November 12th at Gillies Dallas.
Yes.
You'll experience something unlike anything you've ever seen before at a startup-related event. I promise you that.
Set the stage. We walk in, there's 1,000 people. It's going crazy, smoke and mirrors and, the whole stage show. What can we expect in terms of the competition?
Well, you're going to think you're at a concert, and but there's content going on the stage that's related to our tech startup community. Our new host is also a rapper who has an album which is entirely startup life focus and theme.
Really?
Yeah, and he's going to perform songs from his album at 5 p.m. So like a 40-minute show. While the
remit the product market fit.
We have space for 41 exhibitors, and exhibit tables are $900 each. So it's really kind of a low barrier to entry if you're a brand or a supporter of this kind of thing. Jason at CodeLaunch.com. So we have a lot of exhibitors, and we have a concert, a real concert. And then the CodeLaunch show is like a mix of a musical live TV show that's being shot, and you're there. And of course, my man will be the judge on stage, along with NFL athlete Mark Clayton.
Oh, cool.
And Esther Cho from California, who's an investor from San Francisco. So excited to have a great group come in November 12th, and I hope a lot of people come and check this out. We've been doing this since 2013 in Dallas. And probably a lot of people right now are watching who've never heard of this before.
That's a shame if so. I've been well aware, just because of the improving piece. You talk about improving, being involved in the community. I was telling Raheel, I used to go to improving for our American Marketing Association board meetings back in the day. So you have a reputation around town of giving back, helping these organizations, and it's cool to see you kind of throttling your own. Dallas Meetup is going to be a partner for this event on November 12th. So look for the CodeLaunch guys November 6th at Community Beer Company for Dallas Meetup Goes CRE. And then definitely sign up with our custom promo code that we'll be putting in the description. Jason, do you have that off the top of your head?
It's Meetup.
Meetup. Okay.
Yep.
Go to the link.
General admission tickets with code Meetup.
Go to the link that we provide, promo code Meetup, and we will make plans to see you November 12th at CodeLaunch Accelerator at Gillies, Dallas. Gents, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Carson.